Today's ride is going to be a little bit different. I'm riding with a couple of chums and the hope is they're going to show me some routes that I've never ridden before. Today I'm riding with Martin and a chap called Nick. I've never met Nick before, so hopefully it should be a fantastic ride. Well, we're actually starting on some roads that I do know very well, and that's because Nick wants to learn where this little cut through goes, so I'm just showing him where it leads. Hopefully the weather today isn't going to be too bad. It's a little bit overcast at the moment, but the temperature is due to be up around 25 degrees Celsius, so very nice and warm and pleasant. But as ever, we've just got that horrible strong wind just making life that little bit hard, and at the moment I think we're going to be having a tailwind, sorry, a headwind on the way home on this ride. So now we're on semi-new roads. I've ridden along this particular bit quite a lot, but normally I'd turn right there because that's Bun's Lane. And now we're going to start climbing what I know as Shoot Hill, and then we'll turn right into a place called Newtown. Blimey, Shoot Hill's a lot tougher than I remember.
Yeah, especially with this wind today.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just having a little debate about our route today. Basically, I've left it up to Martin to surprise me today, and so far, yep, I'm on roads that I probably wouldn't normally ride. So yeah, I'm looking forward to where we're going. Morning. Just on this little climb now from Soberton up to the top of Corhampton here. Done this road quite a few times, but not very recently. I think the last time I rode it was probably maybe 3 years ago, but it looks like they've resurfaced it since then. Looks relatively smooth. Still quite a tough climb though.
Amen to that.
How was that, boys?
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Never easy.
No, never easy. Like a bit of uphill though, as you may have noticed.
Well, that's the climb up to Corhampton done. I believe we're in one of the highest points in Hampshire here at the moment. If we go that way, there's the climb up Beacon Hill, and I think that is probably the highest point around here. But I think the plan is we're going to go up here and do another little climb, and then it's all descending hopefully. I've noticed that Martin's got some sort of sensor on his arm. I initially thought it was one of these nicotine patches, but you know, being a fit and healthy cyclist, that probably isn't the case. So I believe it's a sensor for diabetes. Is that right, Martin?
Yeah, it helps control my blood sugars. Yeah, it lets me know, keep good track of what's going on, whether it's high, low, indifferent. So yeah, it's really helpful.
Is that with an app?
It is through the app on my phone. Yeah, Libra Link app it's called, and it's fairly new to me still, so I don't know all about it. I've had it probably about 2-3 weeks now, and it's working out really well. Yeah, really well.
Yeah, so that wasn't sponsored, by the way. So yeah, it's just interesting that there's an app for everything these days, including diabetes.
What it's been over the last 24 hours. That's really good, by the way, for me.
So Martin, I noticed you got a tattoo. Do they actually take any notice of that? Is that actually accepted as medical sort of evidence?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I've been up to St John's and ambulance people at various events, and I said, if you saw that on my arm, what would you do? And they go, well, you're an insulin dependent diabetic male, so we would treat you accordingly. It's instead of having an ID tag, as in a bracelet or a necklace, which you can lose. If I lose my arm, I've got bigger problems than diabetes to worry about. So
I'm normally descending this road here, but today it's a climb, so that's one good way of mixing up the routes that you do. Just do them in reverse and they feel like a completely different ride. This is a very horsey area with lots of stables and fields in horses and you know, horse droppings on the road, so I've swallowed about 1 million flies already. They're asking me to remember the way that I normally come. It's not easy when you do it in reverse and you don't do it that often. Yeah, I think I got it right. Yeah, got rather a jittery horse up here, so we're taking things very, very gingerly. All right. And just coming out of the junction there's one of the most eccentrically named local roads. It's actually on the map called Cutthroat Lane. We've just done a big loop and we're now back into Newtown, and we rode out on this road a little while ago, but coming this way always reminds me of the first sort of time trials that I did back, God, 25 years ago now, when I was an avid club time trialist, and we used to ride on this road here. So Martin, do you fancy telling the viewers what your surname is?
Corner.
So this is your road?
It is, kind of.
So this is a road that I know very well. It's Buns Lane, and I've ridden it both directions quite a lot, but I ride it more frequently in the opposite direction. So again, it's nice just riding something in the direction that you wouldn't normally ride it. It's also slightly downhill going in this direction, and that's always nice. Unfortunately, I was correct about having that headwind on the way back as well. Trouble was, we had it on the outward leg as well. How does that work? We're back on very familiar roads now, but I'm only a couple of kilometers from home, so it's pretty unavoidable. You're always going to have the same approaches to where you started from. So yeah, been a good ride today. Well, there we go, that's today's ride done and dusted, and by the time I get home that'll be 45 kilometers in the bank of fitness. So a massive thank you to Martin and Nick for today's ride. I probably never have ridden that far on that route by myself, so yeah, it's always good to ride with people and get them to show you new routes and just, yeah, make you feel like you're not riding completely on your own. So thanks again, chaps, and
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for showing us the variations. Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.